What conspiracy theory do you believe in the most? This one is more personal, but I fully believe it. Long story short, my father-in-law was good friends with a guy who was pretty high up in Boeing. Like, knew some top secret kinda stuff. Well, he ended up quitting as he couldn't take the pressure. He was a very paranoid person, to the point is, was a hindrance to his life. Well, a few months after he starts telling my Phil that he's being watched and followed, and that the government is coming for him. Like I said, insanely paranoid. A few extra details that will be important. He drove moped as his primary transportation, and he was very overweight. Lo and behold, he comes up dead a month or so later. The official story is this: he was riding along when a hitchhiker waved him down. He stopped to pick him up, drove a few miles down the road to a secluded wooded area, pulled off the road, walked into the woods and shot himself. I shouldn't need to explain what's wrong here, but I will anyway. I'm supposed to believe that a guy with crippling paranoia picked up some random hitchhiker and then killed himself. Even if he wasn't paranoid, it's basically impossible for him to fit a small child on his moped with him, let alone a full-grown male adult. No information was ever released about the hitchhiker. No name, no statements to the police, nothing. Sounds legit though, right? Michael Jordan didn't decide to step away from the NBA to play baseball, to honor his dad or anything like that. He got caught gambling, and David Stern couldn't allow the league to lose all credibility with its biggest star being suspended for betting on games. He had him take a couple years off instead of publicly punishing him. 2016 clowns were a marketing rouse to promote it, the movie, by reminding people that clowns are scary as shit, man. I forgot about that whole clown thing. 2016 was a wild year. A 51 is just a front that was allowed to become popular in the public eye, but actually has nothing of value. Not saying aliens and bases exist, just saying Area 51 is allowed to be the popular secret base thing to cover up actual secrets. I must correct my previous statement. Camp David is a retreat, not an emergency location. However, that could also be a front. Also not downplaying what the airmen at 51 do, just saying that what they do now is not likely as top secret as people are led to believe. People give themselves Reddit gold to make their comment/post seem more important. If you had gold on this, it'd be perfect. Theory that they are completely made by AI. There's hours upon hours of content pumped out every day from single YouTube channels that would require a huge staff and budget to be made by humans. There's tons of these channels, and even with the ad revenue and view count from these videos, there's no way it would be profitable. So when you have these channels producing hours and hours of content every single day for years on end, someone has to make money or a goal has to be achieved to explain how it's still happening, and it leads us to two conclusions. A foreign government has funded multiple teams of writers, animators, artists, etc. all working together hemorrhaging money to have an effect on the kids watching the videos. Essentially brainwashing/mind control, etc. through years and years of repetitive stimuli, or AI-driven algorithms creating crude animations and plots over hot topics/searches/characters that are designed specifically to appeal to young impressionable children and work the YouTube suggested video and autoplay algorithms in order to farm views and in turn, ad revenue. Much less overhead on this one. You only have to pay for server/computer expenses. Marshmello doesn't actually produce his own music. My biggest piece of evidence is the creator arcade videos. He speaks and navigates Ableton like someone with only a basic knowledge of music production. He does everything number by number. Producers don't do that. You can't just instantly know that sound needs a boost of exactly 1 dB at exactly 1.2 kHz without even listening to the sound first. He randomly pauses every now and then, presumably to be fed lines, and he seems to lack even a basic understanding of music theory, recreating MIDI by randomly clicking in notes with no regard for the key of the song. Someone with the level of skill he demonstrates should not be capable of making radio quality hits. To the US military, the US government pushed high school football on kids to get them in shape during the Cold War. The US government doesn't have free tuition for colleges due to many members of the military joining specifically to get college paid for. It would massively decrease the enlisted count. Phones are always recording, at least audio, to target advertising of course, but more secret agent things as well. My mother-in-law talking at dinner about how hard it is to train for a marathon, now that she is over the age of 55. I get ads all over Reddit / Google / whatever that read over 50 and a runner. Check out this random product. Within 4 hours of the conversation, I know there was a bunch of stuff about this, but I think every company denied it. Could be wrong though. Memes are started by businesses as a form of free advertising. The recent Duolingo memes got me thinking more about it. Duolingo wasn't a small app at the time, but it became a lot more popular after the fact. There have been other memes revolving around a particular product / brand as well that make me think this is happening on a strategic level beyond some kid thinking it'd be hella funny to do this or that. Thank you all for watching. If you want more content in the future, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Have a nice day.